song playing. I don't know if this collective, this is part 3, by the way, I don't know if this collective, like, needs to step into that energy of the King of Pentacles and, like, focus on your money, or if that is one of your qualities, like I said, is overworking. With the 7 of Pentacles coming out in reverse because of the energies that you attach yourself to, these really narcissistic energies that manipulate you into going off the rails, is what I just heard. I kind of feel like losing your job has definitely been a problem in the past, or being lazy about your work in general. If you're somebody that's like an entrepreneur, which is also something that the 10 of Pentacles can represent, is some sort of entrepreneurship when it comes to taking on a new role where you're really investing in yourself and not having to rely on some company to take care of you, so, you know, somebody else, okay? As talent is literally on the bottom of the deck. So everything that I say is important, it's relevant. Just keep that in mind. I feel like, especially with the Lovers being in reverse and what he's talking about, is you could have tended to get distracted with relationships, especially when it came to putting that over everything, especially toxic relationships, really putting your all into something that you knew wasn't going to work out. Because when you, the part of addiction that's the problem is it consumes you. It consumes your life. Everything is centered around that addiction. So if it is an addictive relationships like the Lovers in reverse represents, it's like you kind of don't care about anything else. And especially if it's somebody that you're worried about cheating on you or whatever, you get in that energy of being worried about needing to be with them 24/7 and relying on their energy 24/7 in order for you to survive, okay? Now I'm hearing that song, Every Rose Has Its Thorns. With the rose coming out here, I do feel like they're saying short, and I'm hearing short-lived. So this is Natalie Cole. I'm not sure what song. With that coming out, I feel like it's like you gravitated towards these short-lived toxic experiences. I'm going to put it that way because it does not have to be relationships. Again, I'm going to reiterate that. And this definitely left you very confused, but it was something that was supposed to be short-lived, but it was like a short adrenaline rush. It was a short fix, you know? So anything that you were experiencing from said substance addiction, whatever, it wasn't a long enough lasting high to the point where you would be okay with like one hit. It was, you needed to constantly go back, okay? And whatever this was, that you constantly got hit with the thorns. You were constantly being scarred, being stabbed, whatever that represents. Like I said, that 10 of Pentacles can mean some sort of entrepreneurship coming for this collective. And I forgot to mention the Hangman was in reverse. So letting me know that there is something coming out of pause, and I feel like it's you dealing with whatever energy this is. And I failed to mention, and I know I failed to mention it, but I meant to bring it up, but I got distracted by something. I can't remember what this energy is kind of showing you. Like I said, this could be dealing with some sort of father wound with this collective, but it's also showing you a piece of you that you needed to heal, okay? So when you are in that toxic energy, when you're dealing with whatever that 7 of Cups and Devil represents, these overindulgences and things, it puts you in that energy of being a liar, of being manipulative, okay? And people with substance abuse problems, you know, if you are sober, that when you were in active addiction, you would have done anything to be able to do the said addiction, okay? And again, this could be a relationship. So you could have lied to people around you in order to be with this person, lied to them about who this person actually was so that they would continue to be okay with this person being around you. You know what I mean? So it's to show you the element inside you that was being manipulated. It's a mirroring energy, and almost every single karmic relationship that we have in our lives is to show us an aspect within ourselves that we need to work on, okay? And I feel like as you step into that judgment energy, this is really the energy that you're stepping into, And for that, you'll be able to step into an energy to be a leader as the emperor, okay? That emperor energy, that divine masculine energy has always been within you. You have always been a powerful being, which is a lot of times why these toxic energies attach to you, because they know that you are great. They know that you are powerful. And, you know, the problem with this world has always been the power struggle dynamics between individuals, you know. Somebody, like what I talked about when it came to the last reading with Frozen 2, one of the reasons that a wrong was made is because somebody's fear was so attached to them that they were scared that somebody else was going to be more powerful than them. Somebody else was going to manipulate them because they were listening to their fear. And she even says that's your fear talking, and it's lying to you, okay? And I feel like that's kind of what this collective is realizing as they step more into that masculine energy. It's like you actually went through the process of trying to heal yourself, and maybe you reverted back. Maybe you made a mistake that put you going towards this sort of energy again, okay? Because you weren't seeing something clearly, and maybe it was a substance that you were attached to. But I feel like the more that you healed yourself, now you're actually able to step into an energy of judgment easier, where you're shedding these old beliefs, these old things about yourself, these old narratives that you've held on to. It's like you're instantly receiving the rebounding energy from whatever it is, if that makes sense. So it's like if you did give up drinking or a substance, the come down or the hangover is 30 times worse than it was when you were actually doing the substance. So it's your body and your soul letting you know, no, we already know that this isn't for us. We can't go down this road again, okay? I feel like and that going back to that short thing, it's giving me that indication that, like, because you've already done so much work on yourself, whatever this is, I feel like you're going to bounce back from it quickly. I feel like you're being forced to look at something that, like, you put on pause. You didn't want to acknowledge whatever this was with that hangman in reverse, but you're being forced. Heartbreak heard around the world. Jacob Larimore. I do feel like whatever you're experiencing, with the Three of Swords being the first card that was kind of hidden over here, this is a heartache that, like, you didn't want to acknowledge, but you're being forced to at this point, and it may be because of whatever decision that you made when it came to a substance or whatever addictive habit it is that you're learning a lesson to once again. I'm hearing something about time and time again. Like I said, it's whatever this was, it happened quickly, like the rebounding effect from it. It happened quick enough for you to recognize it right away so that you can actually correct this behavior, correcting this pattern. Something about a photograph or memories could be relevant as well for this collective. Stuck in a maze trying to find my way back to your life. Just one more chance and that will do. Thinking about truth. Twin flame on the bottom of the deck. Just saying. But life, thinking about time. I'm losing my mind. Never gonna find another love like you like. Oh my gosh, and that's funny because didn't I say earlier there's something about, like, somebody feels like they couldn't let out their personality, and I saw whatever this is with talent, divine intervention under that, and then addiction. They are removing everything. When it comes to this addiction, they are removing everything. They are putting you in an empty room in order for you to see the truth of this. Like I said, whatever this is short-lived. You're realizing that whoever you are, you're great on your own. You don't need a substance to prove that, okay? You are going through a maturing period with the lily coming out. There could also be something about ambition and sexuality. Finding your drive again for your passions. Whoever you are, you're very talented. Maybe you're talented when it comes to taking pictures. I don't know. Or an editor. Interesting. There's a need to see both sides to something, which stepping in judgment, you're going to. We're going to be ending this here shortly. Somebody has received a bridge to something, bridging the gap of something, some sort of collaboration and compromise. They could be bringing you some sort of bouquet, but that's all about reconciliation. Gemini energy under that, and then we got Sagittarius energy as well, which is Sag season. Happy birthday to my Sag.